Can you replace Raising Cane's at home? And I do mean replace, because here's the thing, I'll just get this out of the way. I am not talking about making Raising Cane's at home, because this is not another copycat recipe video where somebody makes a better version of Raising Cane's at home. Because newsflash, you can if you're willing to fry chicken at home. I'm talking about replacing Raising Cane's, and what you're really replacing is a drive-thru dinner solution that's also available for lunch. And really what you're replacing is why Raising Cane's has become a billion-dollar company. They make better fast food than most fast food. And bottom line, when you don't have the time and you're willing to spend the money, fast food makes a lot of sense. But here's the thing, like most things food related, and kind of like everything else, food is just getting more and more expensive. And if you've ever been waiting in line at the drive-thru at Raising Cane's, looking at the menu, looking at those prices, and asking yourself, do I really want to spend this right now, even though I don't have the time to do anything else? Do yourself and me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. This is Outrageous Foods, where I look at food not just as food, but through the lens of money and culture, and especially these days money, because food is just getting more and more expensive. All right, back to those chicken tenders. Raising Cane's is one of those fast food empires that just, well, it feels inevitable. If there's one thing I've learned in almost 50 years of life on this planet, is that fast food evolves, and Raising Cane's is the evolution of fast food fried chicken. And if you want to know why it's so popular, apparently the formula is, do you have an addicting sauce? Do you have a hook? Just doing chicken tenders? It's pretty simple. The lines at the drive-thru pretty much speak volumes. And you know what? Even though, yes, my kid is addicted to it, I find myself very much enjoying a tender here or there. But here's the thing. Raising Cane's, it's not hard to say, let's go there. What's hard is lately when I'm at the drive-thru looking at the menu, about to drop $20 a person, and I'm asking myself, man, is Raising Cane's that good? Or is that more about me not having any other option given the time? You know, I'll tell you, one thing that I think is almost devilish about Raising Cane's is part of its massive hook, even more so than that delicious pink sauce. The simplicity of the menu. Chicken fingers, toast, crinkle cut fries, some coleslaw, and then, you know, whatever soda or iced tea you want, from small to jumbo. Raising Cane's makes perfect sense when you can't decide, because they basically take away the issues of indecision. There's only one thing to eat. It's chicken fingers and friends. Maybe that giant iced tea. So there you go. And when it's a weeknight and you can't decide, you don't have the time to think about what you want to eat, go to Raising Cane's, you order it, and at least you're in and out pretty fast. You're not having to stare at a menu and figure it out. It's an easy decision. Thing is it adds up. It's expensive. It is pricey. And I'll tell you something. When a family of four is going to Raising Cane's twice a month and dropping $200 on that fried chicken, that's when that weeknight convenience starts to become a problem. Look, for a long time, fast food was fast, it was cheap, it required no thinking. But over the years, the math has changed. Prices have gone up. Some people say that the portions have started to shrink. That is a whole other YouTube video. And some of these combos at fast food in the drive-thru can cost you from $10 to like almost 20. If you're at fast food and you're worried about the money, drive-thru has just lost its magic. Okay, so at this point in the video is when people go, all right, let's make Raising Cane's at home. We're going to fry chicken. First we need to brine it. Then we need to get our double fryer out there. I like to fry in peanut oil. That is not what this video is, because the question isn't, can I make Raising Cane's at home? The question is, what replaces Raising Cane's when I still don't want to cook or even have the time to cook? And surprisingly, the answer is increasingly coming from the freezer section in the grocery store. This is the least glamorous part and also the most important. Frozen chicken tenders. Air fryer. No prep, no oil, no skill. I've tested brands like Just Bare and Real Good, and what I've learned is this isn't cooking. It is long form reheating. From freezer to table in 15, maybe 20 minutes. Minimal cleanup, except for maybe the air fryer. I mean, it can go in the dishwasher, but it takes up a lot of room. But you don't have to hop in the car. There's no line. There is no tip screen. Look, this isn't perfection. What this is good enough to replace the drive-thru. All right, there are two things that are making this work right now. The first one is time. On a busy weeknight, it's not about culinary excellence. It's about how fast you can get dinner on the table. Speed matters. And here's the thing. If you're shuffling your kid from school to some after-school sporting event to God knows whatever else your family's gotten into, it's all about getting everybody fed. The other big factor is protein. We're in the double protein era. Everyone's talking about you got to eat more protein. We need more protein. Well, here's the thing. Protein is expensive. Protein is expensive at home, but it scales way better at home than it does at a restaurant. Animal protein is by far the most expensive thing you are paying at any kind of restaurant except for alcohol. But at home, a bag of frozen chicken tenders will last you way longer. You can easily double down on the protein way better than you ever could at a freaking Raising Cane's. Yes, have you seen their catering orders at Raising Cane's? If you want to get like 50 tenders, you could buy an air fryer. It is official. The stroll to the freezer is the new drive-thru pull-up. All right, it's time for the honest verdict here. Can you replace Raising Cane's at home? You can. Is the chicken tender gonna be Raising Cane's better? No. Is it gonna be the same as Raising Cane's? Well, not according to my kid, but I will say this. You're gonna be in the ballpark. Will it be a solution when it's a Tuesday night and you've got nothing to cook and you're too tired to go to the grocery store and all you've got is those frozen premium chicken tenders in the freezer? Yeah, guess what? That spells you're replacing Raising Cane's right now. Look, this isn't about beating Raising Cane's. It's about giving you a little bit of breathing room. Because in 2026, food is expensive and we all need all the breathing room we can get, especially on a Tuesday night when you're kind of fried. Look, I used to be the guy who would chase cheap eats, and I can tell you right now, when you're going out to eat 99% of the time, it's some level of luxury. It just scales up a little higher as you go, sometimes a lot higher. Now, I'm all about hunting for value, and I'll say this, these days, some of that value is actually in the freezer. If you're talking about replacing Raising Cane's, thanks for watching this video. If you dug this video, if you want to see more stuff like this on Outrageous Foods, smash that subscribe button. And let me know in the comments, what do you do to deal with the expense of going out to eat, especially when it's just a fast food drive-thru situation? Thanks for watching.